Hi everyone, and welcome to today's drawing time lapse and studio sessions episode 31. Today's video is brought to you by the awesome folks at squarespace.com, which I have been using for the last 2 years to build and host my website, and I'm still completely in love with it. So whether you need a domain, website, online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and go to squarespace.com/happydartist to get 10% off your first purchase. Alrighty, I just wanted to start off today's video by again apologizing for my hoarse voice. The journey to recover from my epic flu continues, but hopefully you guys can bear with me. Today's video, I really wanted to talk about balancing confidence with humility. I don't know, maybe it's just the new year. I feel really inspired to kind of reevaluate my entire outlook, and I've been doing a lot of thought exercises, so I had some pretty interesting insights that I wanted to share with you guys, mostly in relation to confidence versus humility. And in my opinion, I think that you need both to be a successful artist, and also just a decent human being. I think it's important to have elements of staying humble and being down to earth, but also have elements of believing in yourself and having the right self-encouragement without stepping the boundary into arrogance. So I think being humble, I'll start off with being humble. I don't think being humble is the same as being self-deprecating. Rather, I see humility as a way to allow myself to recognize when I've made a mistake and to realize the areas in which I need to improve. And then when things are going well, humility keeps my headspace in a healthy outlook, where I don't let arrogant thoughts take over. I'm able to stay humble and celebrate my wins without becoming too self-absorbed over them. And also being humble, I think, allows people to see the bigger picture. So, when things are going well, it doesn't mean that you're invincible. It's not a reason to be pretentious or arrogant, and it's not permanent. Like anything in life, there's always ups and downs. So humility kind of helps me take a step back and see the bigger picture and know that when things go well, it's not forever, but also when things go poorly, it's also not permanent. And I think having a humble mindset, it helps encourage me to be always on the lookout for ways to improve myself and to progress. And I just want to say, I think being humble, is not the same as being self-deprecating. And it shouldn't be used as a way to feel bad about yourself. I also think that being confident is equally important. So what I think confidence is, it's a way that enables us to kind of have the energy and the motivation and the faith in ourselves to improve. So in that way, humility and confidence go hand in hand. Humility allows me to recognize where I need to improve, and confidence gives me the energy to actually do it. And I think it's important to differentiate confidence from arrogance. I think arrogance is more of an overinflated version of oneself, whereas confidence is an honest and accurate view of oneself, but with a kind of encouraging vibe. I think arrogance will cause us to blame others for our mistakes and to avoid accountability and responsibility. And ultimately, we suffer because of that, because instead of honestly critiquing ourselves to make room to grow, we are kind of shutting ourselves inside this imaginary world where we can do no wrong. And so if anything goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault. And if you never take accountability for your mistakes, it's hard to improve as a human being. I also think that arrogance is quite a toxic mindset because it's based so much on ego and pride, which I don't think are the right motivators to do anything. A great example is the art career. I would always hope that my ultimate goal with my art career and wanting to paint and continue to grow is out of the love of doing art and the love of sharing it with people and knowing that I'm making a positive difference in people's lives and just spreading kind of the art message around the world. I would never ever want my motivation for doing what I do to be focused on myself or focused on wanting some sort of external validation or attention from being popular on social media. I think that's a very slippery path, especially with social media. It's so easy to fall victim to, kind of enjoying the attention and the thrill, and then before you know it, you're just sucked into this like downward spiral of relying on popularity and likes for any sort of self-worth or happiness. And I feel like confidence, the way I differentiate confidence in the social media context is that it doesn't focus on ego. It focuses on being kind to yourself and putting genuine faith in yourself to be able to overcome your adversities or rise to new challenges, and giving credit where it's due. So if you've done something worthy of praise, to acknowledge that in yourself and feel proud of yourself, but also keeping that confidence and that faith in yourself alive even when you're facing your own failures. And I like to keep my confidence and my humility in check by kind of using them to supplement each other. So I want to make sure that my confidence is healthy and does not venture into the toxicity of arrogance. So I use humility to balance that out. And then the way I balance out my humility to make sure that I don't end up falling victim to too much self-critique or demotivating myself or discouraging myself is with the right amount of confidence and faith in myself. So the two, I think, work together very beautifully, almost like a yin-yang of self-improvement. So yeah, why am I talking about this? Why am I rambling on and on about confidence and humility? I have paid a lot of attention to social media lately, and I've actually looked at a lot of other industries and other accounts other than just art and artists. And I noticed that I don't know, I don't want to say that it's unhealthy, or I don't want to shame anyone who loves social media. I mean, I myself, I love being a part of the art social media world. But I just feel like with social media, it's becoming quite a toxic place. I guess the more deeply you venture into any sort of field, the more you can see the flaws and weaknesses and where things need to improve. And I feel like on social media, it's so extreme. It's either people feeling really, really bad about themselves because they're constantly comparing themselves to an idealized version of someone else's life, or it's people who seem quite self-absorbed and arrogant and use social media as a way to, feel like they're more popular or they're more worthy because they have a stronger social media presence. And there's so much emphasis put on the kind of extreme poles, like whether it's using social media as a way to validate yourself and find some sort of, I think, fake confidence because it's external validation, or it's using social media as a way to bring yourself down and feel crappy about your self-worth. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on how to, I guess, avoid that mindset. Again, it's just, in my opinion, in my experience, it's just the right balance of staying humble, but also staying confident. So not letting any comparison games or, other people's social media accounts influence how you view yourself, and also not letting what other people think of you influence your own self-worth. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this ramble. I hope I made sense. I'm kind of hopped up on a lot of flu medication, so pardon me if I sound a little drowsy and off. But thank you guys so much for watching this drawing time lapse with me, and I would love to hear your thoughts as well. And real quick, I just wanted to announce I have given my Patreon page a huge makeover. This past month, I have been working extra hard in trying to improve my rewards so that they can be catered towards what you guys want to see the most. So I've added so many new things, such as monthly video tutorials that are exclusive to patrons only, a longer 40-minute video podcast where I answer your questions about art career. There's also step-by-step tutorial guides and a peek into my secret sketchbook that I don't show anyone else, and so many more cool rewards. I would love it if you guys checked it out and joined my awesome Patreon family. You can go to patreon.com/happydartist. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!